Grace Point Church. Welcome back to the Loop Plus podcast. We're excited about episode 25. Here we are. We made it. We have not done 25 episodes,
True.
But you've been a part of 25 episodes, presumably. So welcome. I feel like we should go around, chit-chat, and see what's on everybody's minds today. It's a student takeover, of course. So where should we start? We want to do some intros.
Sure. I can start. If
Yeah.
you guys don't know me, I'm Bailey Davis. I'm the student community pastor. You are?
I'm Rob Sendorf. I'm the student discipleship pastor at Grace Point.
Yeah, I'm Eli Nepper, just graduated, so I guess former student.
And I'm Stella Hulk, and I'm going into 9th grade.
Perfect. So how long have you guys been at Grace Point altogether, and what's been your favorite thing you've done as students so far?
Well, I've been here for 11 years. Well, almost 11 years.
Seniority from Stella.
Yep. And then my favorite part about students is like everybody can be in different grades, but you can be friends with anyone. They don't have to be in your grade.
For me, it's been about, I want to say, going on 4 years since I moved here. I've been going to Grace Point. Really loved it. I would say, as far as students goes, just there's a lot of opportunities to be a part of things, and they really make it very valuable. As just a lot of people want you to be there. So I would say that's my favorite part.
Awesome. So a part of our student takeover is we wanted to come in and then just talk about camp. We just came back about a week and a half ago from camp. I think we're all finally caught up on sleep. We got our voices back. So we're here to just talk about our experience, what it meant to us, and things like that. But the main reason that we did camp was just learn more about God, get closer. We actually do camp a little bit differently than most churches. Instead of doing a junior high or then a high school camp, we do from 7th through 12th grade. And I think it's a great way for us to all get together. Eli can be friends with Stella, even though they're in completely different grades. We have a lot of guys and girls in 7th grade that are friends with the 12th graders. And it's really great to see that age gap kind of not even be a thing when they come back from camp. And it's been really, really good. For sure.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a holistic approach. It really kind of goes along the lines with what we want our church to be. Instead of just completely segmenting people off, we're allowed to grow as one body, and for us, one student group. So, was it a fun time? Was it a good
Yes.
experience
Yeah,
overall?
for sure.
Okay, so
Perfect.
We succeeded.
We did it.
We
Thank you,
crushed
Eagle
it.
Sky. Shout out Eagle Sky.
Shout out, Piedmont, Missouri.
Awesome. I think we should probably start with what was your biggest God moment. What was the thing that at camp was wow, I'm so glad I learned that. I'm so glad I saw God work through that. Something like that.
Yeah. If you want to go.
Sure. Going into camp, I don't think I realized it when I was going into camp, but I was kind of I feel faking the relationship with God and wanting the approval from everyone, to think not about me, but about me and God, and wanting my parents to be proud of me, my friends, youth group, everyone to just think I have it all together, and me and God are in this perfect relationship. And then we were talking about the beginning of Matthew 5 and the poor in spirit, and when Peter, the guy who's preaching, when he told us to write down that the world says that blessed are the rich, and then Jesus says blessed are the poor in spirit. I saw that more as the richness was for me, that I needed to look good, where the poor in spirit was I could just come to God as I was. And then on Wednesday night when we did the getting up and you could go talk to someone for about your relationship with God, and people who had just got saved, and part of me was oh, you should get up, that'll look really good, if you get up and people are gonna see oh, you and God are so good. But and then it was I feel the Holy Spirit was no, this is just for you and God right now, and you need to just wait and not bring anyone else into it. It's just for you and him. And then during worship we were singing the song, and it was saying that every knee will bow before God, and every tongue will confess that he is Lord. And it was at that moment it was I feel the Holy Spirit was saying get on your knees, don't be the same as everyone, you need to be different, you don't need to blend in and look perfect, and just because get down on the ground and you won't look over at everyone's faces and see who's looking at you. And then when I was on the ground, I heard someone behind me kind of say oh, why is she doing that? And I felt that was just cool, because I was it's for me and God. And that's when I realized that it doesn't have to be about anyone else, and it's just for me and him.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like that was one of my favorite nights too, because there's a lot of different people. There's some people. They had like the youth pastors go up to the front, so there's people that came and prayed with Rob and I, and then Eli was a part of a big group that was just praying up in their seats, and then Stella was praying while on her knees. So there's like a lot of different people praying in different locations, and it was cool to see how the Holy Spirit was leading people to either go down front or to pray with friends or to pray by themselves. But it's really cool how you were like led to just like, I don't have to look like everybody else, and even though people are talking about me behind me, I can continue the praise. That's awesome.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm going to say for me, I mean, I went into camp kind of hesitant. It was like, 6 or 7 days? I don't remember. It was like something like that. But I kind of went in it like, man, this is going to be a long week. Just because there was a lot of stuff that it was just me and one of the other guys my age that went. So only two seniors.
I was going to say it was just Eli,
Yeah, it was
another
just me
senior
and
guy.
Shout out
and
to
then
Asher. I love you.
I think the next oldest guy was, what, 9th grade?
Yeah, that was it. That was it. So it was a little challenging just because we were like, oh, this is probably going to suck. It didn't. It turned out to be a lot of fun. And so I would say my favorite night, what Stella said, definitely Wednesday night for me. A lot of camps like this tend to do like, they call it the cry night or, the really emotional night where they're going to, try to just like, they don't want to force a feeling, but, they're going to really intentionally do a message, intentionally pick songs so that you can really, just feel what's going on and, be led by the Lord. And I think for me, I definitely had some of those feelings. It was just, for me, it was more around prayer. I pray a good amount, but it's always like kind of like the, hope I have a good day, bless the meal. And like, it's never like super, super intentional, I feel like. And so I don't know, I just had such a weird feeling Wednesday night that I was just like, everyone around me kind of seemed upset. And so it started from me going over to, one of the girls that I knew. And I was like, hey, like, are you okay? And then it turned into me just like sitting there and praying for them. And then us going down and praying for another girl. And then it was just like a group of 4 of us. And like, I was praying, but I wasn't like thinking about what I was saying. It was like God was using me as a vessel to, to tell them what he wanted them to know. So it was a really cool experience of just like, we just sat there for, 15 minutes and just prayed over each other. And then, some other people came up and we were just all hugging and praying and crying. And it was just a really, really genuine moment that the Holy Spirit was leading.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That was one thing that actually, just thinking about you two, Eli, like I know the first couple days were hard because of that for you guys. And so that was one thing that I was just like super proud and pumped to see is the way that you handled that. And like, it was hard coming into the week and like halfway through, man, to see you like serving and praying for other people was huge. And so I was encouraged by that, seeing you do that. And, Stella, I was encouraged by you all week, just seeing your like joy and just like how much fun you're having bringing other people into that, especially with all the hiccups and all the goofy things that seem to just like always come up. Just having people in your group who are able to face adversity, but also able to be an example of, someone who can have fun and be joyful in all circumstances was really encouraging for me.
Yeah, no, I thought that was great. And then, yeah, like your big group of prayer, and then we forgot to mention Aaron, our other senior guy.
Sure.
It's just like he's pretty new to our group, and he was a part of that prayer, so it's really cool to see him open up and be a part of your like prayer group as well. Since he's like, I think that's one of his definitely his first trip with our group, so it's really cool to see him be a part of that.
To add on to that, it was just really cool to see the Lord work. Just because before that, I was just really struggling, but managed somehow to keep it together because Aaron was struggling too, and so I was over there praying for him, like trying not to like bawl my eyes out myself. But the Lord was strong, and he kept it together, and I was just able to pray over him, and like just comfort him. And I really do think that was all the Holy Spirit right there, just letting me keep my emotions together to help him. So yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So like in the midst of all that, like you can like have all these God moments and stuff. at camp, it's easy to be on this big high, but like, what is something you feel like it's been about a week and a half that you've been away from camp? So like, what's something you feel like you can still like resonate with and think about since being back from like that high moment of camp?
I think for me, just like going back to like the poor in spirit, and like also like it said like blessed are those who mourn, and like I think that's just like keeps coming back on my mind, like that like I don't need to do it for others, and I need to like focus really on like me and God. And then also we were talking about like blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. I think that's been like a lot that I'm like, I want to be in my Bible, I want to pray, I want others like to like in my family more know that like I really love God, and it's not just 'cause they love God. And like so I think that's really, and just like what am I thirsting for, and am I just wanting the approval of others, or is it for me and like for God? So yeah.
That's awesome.
Sure. I'd say for me, I kind of went into camp already on a spiritual high. So, just I've been getting back in my Bible and praying a lot more. And so after camp, it was just, I was already on that like camp high of like, hey, I'm excited to go back home and like actually live this out. And so I've just found myself, I try to read my Bible every morning. This morning I just woke up, went to a coffee shop, and read before really doing anything. And it truly does change the way that you act towards others. And a lot of people say that, but you don't actually realize it until you look at your days in the way that you just think about things. Like, I know personally I have a bunch of stuff I'm going through, but like when I read my Bible, I think about less of that and have more of an approach of joy during my day than when I don't read my Bible. And same goes with like prayer and stuff. I've just found myself way more led to be like, hey, actually, why don't I pray for you? Or like, just it really does work, is what I would say.
I thought that was one of the big takeaways I thought from camp and from a lot of what Peter talked about was being able to leave camp and come back and actually like apply God's word to everyone's lives. It sounds like that's been helpful for you guys, and I think for some others as well.
Yeah, I think that was one of my biggest encouragements to some of the younger guys, because like when they were sharing, like one of the classic, like it's hard for me to read my Bible like it is for everybody, and like you were able to encourage them too, where it's like I was telling them like they give you this personal reading time and you have like 4 or 5 days in a row. It's really easy after that to try to continue that, and it was good for Eli and like some of the other older guys to come alongside them and tell them about that. We met each morning for our God and me time, and like all did it together, and it was fun to see some of the younger kids and then some of the older guys all like do their thing together. It was just encouraging.
Yeah, yeah, and that's also one of the great things about something like camp or something where we're all together for a long period of time is you have the chance to grow together in these different kind of rhythms and habits, so that I guess it's a reminder that you're not alone trying to learn to read the Bible consistently or pray consistently or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Bailey did an awesome job like spearheading that meeting every morning and stuff, which was great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sure. Anybody want to share? We did a lot.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things that happened. There was dodgeball.
Camp was just go.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of stuff during the days. A good amount of free time, but a lot of activity.
We had like 3 hours of free time. I feel like it was just jam-packed every moment before that.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
To explain the structure, I guess, we kind of like woke up, went to breakfast, and then after breakfast went to chapel, and then after that they're like, oh, let's before lunch have a super high intensity game. So we can get everyone awake.
Get extremely sweaty.
Yeah,
right
get
after
extremely
chapel,
sweaty,
right before lunch.
and then we're gonna go to lunch.
Yeah.
It's like so.
Yeah.
It was go. Yeah.
And then some of those games right before lunch were like also in the lake, so it's like wear your swimsuit to breakfast, wear it in chapel, do your small group. Now let's go get a greased up watermelon on a kayak.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or
that was
like,
awesome.
or it's like let's go through mud, and
Yeah.
Oh my
then
gosh.
try to go to lunch after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But- So
We
do you
spent
think
like 25 minutes looking for Charlie's shoe.
That's
I don't know if you guys knew this. So, well, does someone want to explain the mud race before I tell this story? Did you guys both do it?
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Eli, do
I'll
you want to
explain
explain it then?
It was an experience. I did not come home with the pair of shoes I brought. Let's say that.
Yeah.
And I only
think a
brought
lot
one
of
pair of
people did.
shoes. So
Did you get
that was
Eagle
fun.
Sky flip flops?
I did not get the Eagle Sky
Yeah.
flip flops. I thankfully got someone's Crocs, so
Perfect.
it's all good. But
Did they give you the
Um,
Crocs, or did you just find the Crocs?
nah, I stole them.
All right.
Luckily, the mud race was like what, Friday?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Friday,
last
day,
but
best day.
they never told us there was a mud race. So That was fun.
I think it's in the
Basically, they have this massive course that's just mud. In the first hill, you literally jump into 2 feet of mud, and you can't really get out of it. I mean, some of the girls were stuck in there, and we had to pull them out.
for sure.
That was the mud run was a fun experience. I mean, at one point you're on your stomach, army crawling through mud. I don't even know if it was mud because it smelled really bad. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like really
Through a
deep,
tunnel,
then
yeah.
a really high thing. I'm scared of heights. I'm like, I ended up doing
It
it.
was like 25 feet tall.
It was
like
pretty
super
crazy.
high.
Really
I'm like, I'm
high?
afraid
You
of
had to
heights.
climb up with a rope.
I'm like, I want to quit, and then back down, then through like these like culverts, like into
Yeah.
mud, then
Yeah.
up, and then up an even higher thing,
Yeah.
and then back down, and then like this giant teamwork slippery ramp. That
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
oh.
The end is this big ramp that you're supposed to get up that
Crazy.
has like it's a ramp and it has like one point here you can stand on that's really thin and another point in the middle, and so you basically have to jump up, grab it, and then pull yourself up
And the thin
on the
piece of thing's
incline,
like 8
on the
feet
thin-
up.
It's really
It was
tiny.
on the
probably
thin
like
piece
8
of
or
wood.
10
It's about
feet to
this.
the
Yeah.
It's about
halfway
this
point.
thin, and pull yourself back up. And this is while your shoes are already caked in mud. Like when I tell you caked in
Your
mud,
eyes are
you
caked in
can't
mud.
even know what shoe it is.
Your
Like
hair is
there's
caked in
there's
mud.
no.
You might not even have
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, you
That's
probably
true.
don't have shoes at this point.
Yeah, so
it was crazy.
Yeah, I don't. But what I was the story.
Where were we going with this?
Well, all I would do is tell the stories as we were leaving. Everyone was gone. Everyone had left. I'm like trying to get mud off myself, and I'm gone. And then like Reagan and Izzy, two of our senior girls, were leaving, and they hear some kid like crying,
Oh yeah.
and they go over to the mud pit at the beginning, and this like probably like 6th or 7th grade kid was looking for his shoes, and he got stuck.
He
And
was all by himself.
the whole camp had left, and the girls had to get him out, but he was just there crying by
no.
himself.
I
He
just-
found,
I was
he
not
found his
there.
other shoe though. Actually, Charlie Headland found his
Oh,
other shoe.
well, that-
yeah.
Oh my
Shout out
goodness.
Charlie,
Beautiful
Reagan,
ending
and
to that
Izzy.
story. Shout out Charlie, Reagan, and
But no,
Izzy.
yeah, if
That's
Reagan and Izzy didn't
crazy.
find him, he might still be a Camp Eagle Sky.
Legend.
Stuck in the mud
Yeah.
forever.
Wow,
Yeah.
the mud man.
That's,
Funny.
Stella,
Yeah.
what was your favorite part?
My favorite part, well, worship every day I thought was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then tubing was really fun. Me and Natalie went tubing and we
Oh,
both
awesome.
fell off twice.
Yes.
The first time she said 3, 2, 1, fall off, so we fell off at the same time
so
together.
It wasn't falling off. You let go.
Yeah, the second
see.
time we both like flew off. And if Natalie tells you, she'll tell you she did 2 backflips off of it. But
Like a double backflip.
yeah, that's what she said. I don't know. I didn't see it, but
Mm,
that might have
rumor.
happened. And then I thought the lip sync battle was really fun to
Yeah.
do.
You crushed
sure.
it.
Stella was the
Well, thank
star
you.
of her small group's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Should have won.
do some of it now?
Oh, I don't know. I was like, what?
Do you want to like show them what you did?
Dig a little deeper.
Yeah, yeah.
What song was that you guys
It
did?
was Dig a Little Deeper from like Princess and the
Yes,
Frog.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah. So the
lip
what-
sync battle, Eagle Sky 25 was good.
Yeah, there was like what was it, 12
Probably 12
teams?
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Blue Team may have been gypped, but
No,
neither
I
here
thought
nor
they were
there.
gonna win. I
Yeah,
cannot
know
believe
that
they
should've
did not
won.
win.
Come on, well,
Greatest showman. I mean.
Definitely won.
shoulders. Shout out shoulders.
Shout out
Shoulders.
What else did we do? We had a big dodgeball tournament.
That's
We had a
crazy.
big trash can game tournament, whatever that's called.
Yeah, may or may not have pulled someone on staff through the mud on accident
Yeah,
during that.
she might be
Name
sitting in
rhymes
this room
with
right now.
Smafford.
Maybe
Shout
not.
out Catherine.
Shout out Catherine behind the
Shout out.
camera
Love
right
you.
now. We love Catherine.
Eli,
Um,
was
There's
the,
a blob contest.
Oh,
was
ask
pretty
for the
fun.
video.
Pretty sick.
Ask for the video of Aaron blobbing
And Connor?
Connor.
Yeah, that
That's
was
awesome.
It's
crazy.
really
Yeah.
good.
He
It's
goes like
incredible.
15 feet in the air.
It's so
it was
good.
insane.
Yeah, it was impressive.
It was pretty
What was your
crazy.
favorite part, Rob?
My favorite part, really, watching the blob contest was pretty fun. I think after, of course, watching Micah King play Peter at pickleball,
Oh.
that was up
Oh.
there.
That
top
was so
five.
funny.
Hey,
Our speaker for the week challenged everyone. Find your best pickleball player. It was like a David and Goliath kind of
Mhm.
challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Micah and Connor crushed the first game, but
and then they lost the 2v3.
they
They
lost the
did,
final two.
but
Here first. Micah King lost to
he
Peter
lost
and
to Peter
pickleball.
in
But he did win.
But
He did win.
the
He did win.
1v1.
He won the 1v1.
He did,
1v1.
and that's what
True.
matters at the end of the day.
Shout out Micah.
Yeah.
Shout out Micah. Yeah, let's shout out
Yeah.
Micah.
He also
Professional
had a
pickleball.
van like a Van shoe with no bottom.
He had no
he
shoes.
played with one shoe, and then he played with no shoe the last
Yeah,
game. So I don't know how.
and
And he had a bad paddle. You know,
Bad
if you ask
ball,
him, he'll
bad paddle.
bad paddle, bad court, bad net. You
No
know,
shoes.
all the things that a professional pickleball player.
Overcoming
Yeah.
adversity.
Yeah,
Oh.
go challenge Micah King
Yeah.
to pickleball. And
Yeah.
And if you beat him,
see
we'll
who
buy you
wins.
canes.
Yeah. Hey.
For sure.
Anyways, my favorite part, my second favorite part, was actually like in the evening. So after evening chapel, we would have a get together where I keep hitting this chord, so I'm sure the audio is like going crazy. I apologize to all of our listeners. But we would have chapel, and then we would have small group or church time. And so we got together as a church. We kind of made it our own, which
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
was the original plan, but it ended up being a really sweet time. I think
was
for all of us
awesome.
just to hang out, kind of debrief the day, honor each other in giving different shout outs, calling out,
Yeah.
what we saw in other people, serving each other or just doing something funny or being nice to somebody else. That was really cool to see everybody like
Mhm.
encourage each other in that way. And really, because our days were structured where like we as leaders weren't always involved in everything that you guys were doing, that for me was like a really important time for us so we could be together and kind of get to know each other, because I'm also still just a few months into working here, so I'm still getting to know a lot of people. So that, and then the morning time, kind of the God and me time, those are like the special moments of my day. And then also just like honestly meal times, bouncing around the tables and
Yeah.
chit chatting
Yeah.
with people. was
Oh,
really
and
good to me.
and all the fresh fruit. Eagle Sky had the
Oh,
best fresh
food
fruit
was-
every
It was
meal.
very good.
They had good chefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh
It was.
fruit.
They did have. They
Haley
had
and I had
dairy-free
plums,
stuff,
like, every
too.
day.
Plum every meal.
I
It was
got.
like breakfast plum,
Yeah.
lunch.
A breakfast plum.
Yeah. No, but
For
yeah,
sure.
God and Me
I
time I
probably had
think
6 or
was
7.
was awesome. We started doing that last year. I think it's helpful because like since we do have like, 7th through 12th graders, it's like fun because like the 7th graders are gonna see something different than like the 12th graders
Wait,
and
were
all the
there
grades in
6th
between.
graders too, or just
No.
No, like only 7.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cool. Like the different, like it's fun to see like everyone, like all the younger guys and girls be friends with all the old. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part is when we come back, everyone being friends. It's not like a weird
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
we're 7th, 8th, and 9th graders.
Yeah.
And they're old. Like it's fun
Yeah.
because like you could, like Eli can be friends with Duke and Carter and
Duke and
all
oh.
those
Dude.
guys who are like a full like I don't know, like 7th
Yeah,
grade and you're
yeah.
graduating and they still like can be your friend. Like that's my favorite
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good part.
So when signups come up for next year,
Yeah, you better sign up.
sign up.
I might be
Come to camp.
counseling. You never
Hey,
know.
there you
I
go.
can be a counselor.
Yeah.
I'll run
It
it
was
back.
So impactful.
There we go.
That's great.
I would say for me, are we doing like favorite part? Or are we doing like funny thing?
Favorite part,
Favorite
thing,
funny part.
Favorite
Yeah.
funny part?
Funniest
Whatever.
Oh
favorite part.
man. So
However you want to
There's
do
a
it.
lot.
oh, there's some stuff. Asher and I, shout out Asher for staying alive.
Shout out
Shout
Asher.
out both of us for staying alive. Our cabin, there's no words to explain what we experienced that week.
You
It
guys
was-
were with other
it was
random
with
like
other
junior highs
churches,
as well.
and it was with some characters. And then also all of them were freshmen almost, or younger than that. And when I tell you the things that I saw
Sounds
in
like
that
what's on
cabin, it was like you couldn't make this stuff up. Like it's like a fever dream. Like I walk in the cabin and I just can't believe what I'm witnessing. It genuinely, it was crazy. Like Asher and I would sit on our bed, or we had bunk beds, and so I was above him, and we would sit on the bottom bunk, like at nighttime, and the guys would single file come up and stand in front of us and just stare at us. No words were spoken. They just it was like a zoo.
It's
And
like
I'll-
being at the monkey house at the
It
zoo.
was literally was. And I'm like, what's up? And then they just walk away. It's like, what is going on right now?
See,
It was-
this
it
is
just-
why we need to have the other guys be friends. See?
Exactly. But I mean, one of the nights we had a rave. All the lights were turned off,
I know that.
and we listened to.
Rob and I were not in the room.
I will say this
We-
was
Quietly
pretty
sleeping
funny.
in our own cabin.
We had song requests, and one of the counselors had a speaker, and so we had all the lights off and strobe lights on. And I led all of the guys in an interpretive dance to Fireflies.
Oh.
And that was
I wish
was
we
a
had a
peak
video of that.
moment. I wish I had a video of that.
That's
funny.
awesome.
because we were like doing twirls, and it was wow. It was a
Sounds like
really,
Stella's lip
beautiful.
sync.
really
Yeah.
good experience.
Yeah.
It was an interesting experience though, but it was so funny. I mean, just seeing the counselors play along with it. There were so many times where I would watch. It would be time to go to bed, which was
That didn't
very
happen.
difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know how we slept, but
Especially
The-
with the people who had
Oh,
allergies all
yeah.
week.
It was
Oh my
crazy.
goodness. I just heard sneezing every night.
yes. Well, it was like we would all go to sleep. Everyone would go to sleep, and then someone would cough, and it would happen 7 times around the room. It's like cough and then an echo, like every single time. And one of the nights I vividly remember this. We all go to sleep. Like we're all almost asleep. I accidentally coughed because I had like allergies, and I hear 5 other coughs throughout the room. And then we're finally all silent, and my foot starts cramping up, and I'm like, "Oh, my foot!" And then they all start dying laughing, and I'm like, "Come on, guys."
Oh my
But-
God.
That's what
Yeah, it
happens
was
when you put
funny.
a bunch of junior high and high school guys in a room
Yes,
and a bunch of
Yes.
junior high and high school girls in a different cabin
it was crazy.
while the leaders are sleeping
I was gonna say, we're-
peacefully on the other side of the
Yeah.
lake.
It was good stuff.
That's
Not that there
awesome.
weren't any shenanigans in ours. But
Yeah,
they
no-
asked Connor
no
Zimmerman
pranks.
about his cabin experience. So
Yeah.
Stella, anything you want to add?
Well, my cabin, there was one girl. We don't know who it is. Well, actually, I know who it is. She just kept sneezing, and then I guess her name was Samantha. But I think you'll have to
I've
ask-
heard the
Yeah.
rumors.
I
I've
think
heard the
you'll have to
rumors.
ask
yeah.
Natalie. I think Natalie knows who it is. So
Samantha
Natalie
was
Lusk, if you want to ask her, I think
Shout
she
out
knows who
Natalie Lusk.
Samantha is.
Yeah,
could
if
tell
you
you.
want any crazy stories that I can't tell, just come up and I'll give you all the stories of the cabin because there's some crazy stuff.
Loop
Catch us on
episode
episode 26.
Unreleased loop episode.
I'll stay on Catherine's computer.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to add
Anything else
before we wrap up camp?
Go to the loop.
I can't really think of anything. Camp was fun. If you don't go, I'm gonna
Yeah.
find you and make you go.
And he's gonna really encourage you to be
really
there.
encourage you to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in a loving way.
No,
For sure. In a
camp-
loving way.
Camp truly was. We'd never been to
It
this
was
camp,
awesome.
and we're kind of going into a blind, and it was super great. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like our students got really close. That's my favorite thing
For
about
sure.
camp is
Yeah.
coming
For
back
sure.
and people just being closer. I think
Even though we had to wake up, I think it was 7 o'clock.
it was
6
fun.
Seven.
Your
Yeah.
I don't
time to be up
remember.
was kind of early.
Oh,
for
It was
you.
like
I
7
woke
or
up around
7:30.
6 or 7. I don't remember. Like,
It was something like that. Me too,
Yeah.
like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like we wanted to have fellowship and community. We wanted to have a place where we can grow in our faith, and we want to
For
have
sure.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think we accomplished that. Those were
Yeah.
all
All
those
those goals.
goals going into it.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. Can't
Yeah.
wait for
For
next
sure.
year.
Yeah.
However it goes.
Yeah.
Joseph?
I was just gonna say the only other thing was during the church time. I feel like it was really good. Like I feel like I actually like connected with the group, and I didn't ever feel like I was like really a part of like the youth group. You know, I just felt like another like body or like another person, and I felt like I was actually like Stella, and people knew who Stella is now. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Rumor has
That's
it that
amazing.
Stella's now the best Hulk. That's what I've been told at camp.
That's-
So
I mean,
there
The
you
word
go.
on the street. You heard it here.
Yeah.
On the Loop Plus.
we do
we're
have to
good?
give a couple
Yeah.
announcements. This is the time where you guys
Yes.
just get to look at us.
It's gonna be
Perfect.
fun.
But
Great.
this Sunday, the 3rd of August, is going to be Joel Hastings' very first sermon,
Yeah, Joel.
fully devoted.
Fully devoted.
Joel
It'd be great for all of us
Hastings.
to be there. Also, we are back to 2 services, so either show up at 9:10 or 10:45.
Yeah.
To be there for Joel.
Yeah,
you're
and
not
Joel
there.
is picking up, actually starting a brief series, a couple weeks, I believe, fully devoted, as Bailey just mentioned, and the whole idea, as far as I understand it, is us being fully devoted to God's mission and God's church. And as Brett alluded to on Sunday, like one of the ways that we do that is by serving.
Yeah.
And it's really common and easy to wonder. I think Brett also talked about this, like, what am I here for?
Yeah.
What is my purpose in the body? How can I contribute? What are my gifts? One of the best ways to find out is by putting yourself out there and serving. We find our gifts through serving in a lot of ways. And so I'm excited to hear about Joel, or hear Joel
For sure.
talk about that, kind of unpack that a lot, and it will be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of serving opportunities,
Yeah, we have lots of serving opportunities. Some big heavy hitters right now are just like some preschool, elementary, and accessibility volunteers. If you're interested at all, and with youth as well. All the family ministry serving opportunities. We're having a training on August 10th, Sunday, August 10th. You can sign up for that to be there. If you have any questions, you can talk to Mac and Emily and Jenny. They'd love to have people come in alongside them and serve with the kids and,
For sure.
or students as well with us.
Yeah. And then, or do you something?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, if there's any part of you that is thinking maybe I can serve in some way or be of some use, you don't have to be an expert with kids. You don't have to be an expert working in some kind of accessibility ministry, or you don't have to know all the cool teen slang these days. I don't even know. I don't even know the teen slang. My aura just went down because of that.
glamping right now.
Anyways, all you have to do, like, God just wants us to show up and with open hands and just to be used. And so there's a lot of great ways to do that.
Yeah.
Reiterate, August 10th is training for preschool, elementary, volunteers, accessibility, and students. So definitely sign up for that on August 10th.
And
Well, that's
then Wednesdays, we will be starting youth back up, so you better be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should be there too, hopefully.
So will Stella.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is his camera.
You know. But yeah, and student section on Sunday mornings. Come sit with us.
Perfect.
We have a bunch of students that sit together, so you should come.
You heard it from the student.
Yeah.
Stella, should they come on Wednesday?
Yeah, they should.
Perfect.
Stella Hulk will be there. So
Stella Hoke will be there.
Yes.
pretty
show
cool
up.
if you ask me.
You gotta be there.
All
It's
right.
a great way to wrap it,
Okay.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Adios.
See you later.
Alligator.